Hi, I'm Daniel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the title Dream Big, How to Do Anything You Want to Do. Someone asked me once to picture I was speaking to a group of billionaires and to tell them as a speaker the most important thing they might need to know. And you might think I would talk to them about money, right? But in fact, nobody does money. Money is a byproduct of something you do. If they wanted money, they could print it or work in a bank. So today I'm going to teach you four things to know, four things you need to know to follow your dream and do what you think is stopping it. Two of my favorite are writing songs, playing guitar, writing songs, and climbing mountains. So I'm going to give you an example of a big mountain I climbed that I haven't climbed before, just because I wanted to. It's what I really wanted to do. But first, ask yourself, what is it that you really want to do? What is it you really want to do? And can you put the effort in? For example, hit songwriters, people think it's easy. Sometimes it is, but most of the time, Stephen King does the same thing. Every day he gets up and he writes for a couple hours, not in a beautiful office, but a small desk in a dark room, just because he doesn't want to be distracted. And songwriters, the same thing. Get up, write a song every day, because 1,000 of them would be bad, and Stephen King will tell you it's a word count. The more words I put out, something's good going to come. Can you do it? What do you really want to do? So for some people, it might be travel. I want to travel, okay? Don't need to know why, just something you like to do. Then ask yourself what's stopping you. For me, am I a good enough rock climber? How do I know unless I try? For someone who wants to travel, somebody told me they wanted to travel, and I said, where? And they gave me 3 countries, Africa, Switzerland, Europe. I'm like, well, pick one. And they're like, that's not. So number 2, then what you take home today is what's stopping you from doing it. Their first reply was, I don't have enough money. How do you know? You don't even know which country you're going to. A guy who wants to write an app to be on the App Store, he's like, well, I've got to get a degree in computer science. I'm like, no, you don't. You need to pick, like, is it going to be Android or Apple, and go learn that language first. So ask yourself what's really stopping you. So as a climber, I saw this big mountain in Zion. Turns out it's the tallest sandstone mountain in the world. I didn't know it hadn't been climbed at the time. It's Altar Sacrifice. It was named in 2016 from a visiting minister. And it's one step at a time. So back to going to another country to travel. First step's probably to get a passport. If you're a computer programmer, first part is probably get a computer. If you're a runner, do you need a pair of shoes? For me as a climber, it's, well, let me go out and look at it and see what gear I'm gonna need. So I hiked out to look at it. Clearly it was harder than it looked. Next thing we do, we just go out and try it. Just took some gear, went out and tried it. Failed miserably. Failed again miserably. Other people, famous climbers, of course, had tried to climb this. I'm not a famous rock climber or the best or part of the North Face climbing team. Who am I to think I can do it? But I enjoyed being out there, so I kept going, and my belief was, which is number 4 on the list, touch it, and until you can't do it, don't think you have to stop because you can't or somebody else couldn't do it. So we came up with this new plan, borrowed it from somebody else. Leonardo da Vinci, for example, 100 of his inventions weren't his own. He borrowed from other people and he put pieces and ideas together. We borrowed one, which is, how do you climb Mount Everest? You take a lot of rope out, and you fix it, you come down, you go get some more rope, you climb up, fix it, come down, you go get something to eat, sleep, come back, fix some more rope. I told my partner, it's bad style. It's not how you climb rocks in Utah, but that's how we got up it. So suddenly we were on top, and people will say, well, it can't be that, there's gotta be more to the story. I'm like, yeah, there's the death couloir of death, the loose chimney, the loose rock, it's sandstone. But that's not the point. I could tell you a lot of things that stop us in problem solving, but the point is, we decided we wanted to do it. We decided we weren't going to stop until we literally could not do it. And that's where we spent our time. So in your quest to do something that you really want to do, number one, take home, is this what I really want to do? Number two, ask yourself, what's stopping me? What's stopping me? How do I know? Write it down. Number three, get started. Pick somewhere, pick a country, pick an aptitude program, pick a marathon to enter, a pair of shoes you might need to buy, a passport, and touch it. Don't stop until you touch it, because when you do, you'll probably find that nothing can stop you from doing whatever it is you really like to do. I'm Daniel Stye. Thank you and good luck on your dream of doing what it is you'd like to do.